So just about set. Towing the slab in today's game, Freddie Peralta. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Jeremy Pena leading things off and takes a strike. And that one upstairs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
High fly ball out into left center field. Yelich should have it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now we check out the Astros lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Yainer Diaz.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Jose Altuve now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Peralta, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Christian Walker stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Slings to first, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at American Family Field. And on the mound now, Lance McCullers Jr. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Bottom of the first, and now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. And there's the strike. That missed by a lot. 1-2 to count. Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Isaac Collins in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that drops in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch downstairs, and it's a full count. And the righty deals. And there's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And now it's William Contreras. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Man at second. Fouled off down the right side. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Misses, ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Here's Yelich at the dish, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. And there's a ball.
1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that's through there for a strike. And now 2-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Myers sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And there's 2 down.
That is good. The first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First offering misses badly for ball one. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one misses, and now 3-0.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Rip towards third. Over to Rogers. And that is the inning. We move to the second in Milwaukee. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Yainer Diaz. Peralta, 28 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the air, left field. Yelich should have it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Vic Caratini at the plate. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Second inning here, no score. Makes the grab, 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Zach DeZenzo up next for the Astros. And that's downstairs. 1-0.
1-0.
And another ball. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. And makes the grab. And that is that. Nothing doing there for Houston. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the second. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Sal Frelick. McCullers back to work. And that skips in the dirt. That's down and in.
2 balls, no strike.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Puts it away for the out.
Batting seventh, the third baseman.
Here's the rookie third baseman. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a swing and a miss.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that goes foul. He goes down looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Digging in, Joseph Ortiz. Two out, space is empty. Gives it the bender for the strikeout. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Leading off, Jake Myers.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Just missing there, and the count is 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And the next pitch is way outside. And that just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
3-2. The pitch is outside and ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Fastball for a strike. Myers gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. High fly ball, shallow right field. Frelick after it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. This is Bryce Terang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That's a little bit low.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Right down the chute, and it's 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Fastball for a strike. Now 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Fan grounds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. That one finds the zone. 0-1. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. And 1-1.
One strike.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So now the DH spot, Isaac Collins. He reached on a walk his first time. That just misses. And that is ball 1. Ground ball right side. Rogers fires over to first. And Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at American Family Field. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And that's too high.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
2-1.
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
To the right side. The throw to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. 3rd player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boo. 2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out, the only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now it's Christian Walker. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. And that one clips the corner. And that's outside.
One strike.
Tapped softly on the ground. Over to first. And the Astros put down in order. Astros are down quietly. Still no score. Back here in Milwaukee, and here is William Contreras. And that drops in for a strike. That missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nope. Ball 2.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. DeZenzo on his way over. Corrals it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Christian.
And now it's Christian Yelich.
Fly to center his first time.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one
ball,
not
1
close.
strike.
And it's 1-1. That one missed.
2-1.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And now 2-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Hoskins. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Quickly to second for 1. To Walker, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4. No score. And we're back. Now the batter now, Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
Diaz measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he's usually a catcher. Today he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH. And there's a foul ball.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, he gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Foul ball, still 0-2. outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Victor Caratini up next for the Astros. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch misses. Just missed.
That's the ball.
That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Inside. Full count, 3-2. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Zach DeZenzo up next for the Astros. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1-1.
This one in the dirt. The Astros still looking for their first hit in this one. Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that is out of play.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right, out of play. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one fouled off. Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. And we still have no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick. McCullers back to work. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
No ball.
Activity
1 strike.
in the bullpen for Houston. Framber Valdez up and throwing. Blanco, the right-hander, loosening up as well. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And foul ball.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Not close with that one. 2-2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Line drive and foul ball. McCullers winds, fires. Pitch is in the dirt. Full count now. On the ground, right side. Rogers in plenty of time to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The third baseman,
Here's the third baseman. Went down on strikes his first time through. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
That one missing inside. On the ground, Dubon fires across the diamond. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz.
So digging in, Joseph Ortiz struck out swinging his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two outs. And delivers outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Dubon to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Brendan Rodgers.
Let's go, Milwaukee. Come on, Brew Crew.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. You really can't pin it on.
Look out, almost got him upstairs.
That's the ball.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Go-ahead run on base. Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. Flied to right his first time. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a
That's the
ball
ball.
evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it gets through for a hit. Their first of the ball game. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and second, no outs. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And that skips in the dirt. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
Rogers on second. Dubon at first with no outs. Rips that one center field. Chorio tracks it down for the out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Inside, just missed. There's the strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Nick Mears up and loosening in the pen. Koenig getting cranked up as well. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
One and 2 now. Altuve waits. Line drive, base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. Golden opportunity right here. In there, and it's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. 1 out, bases full. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now it's even up.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That does it for Freddie Peralta. And he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. New pitcher now, number 39.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Yainer Diaz, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Late swing, fouled off. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses the first out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. No score. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Framber Valdez.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Swing and a ground ball. And it's going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it, cost him an extra base too.
So the batting order turns over. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
0-1. And that one fouled off. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Fly ball to right. DeZenzo makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next is the designated hitter, Isaac Collins. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, William Contreras.
Now the catcher up to hit, William Contreras. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. That's off the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that is downstairs. And the count's full. Terang at second with 2 down. Chopped on the ground. Zips it across, and that is the inning. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Back here at American Family Field, new inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. He was late there. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
The right fielder, number 9,
Zach DeZenzo now at the plate.
Let's go Brewers!
In the air, right side. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And that one sliced foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. A little bit high, maybe. It's 2-2.
2-2.
And a slider misses down and away. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. That's towards center. Chorio under it. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
the center fielder, number 6, Jake.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers.
Here we go, Brewers. Here we go.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
One ball, one strike.
Pulls that one foul. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Back here in Milwaukee, here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich. And he takes a strike.
0-1.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-2. Out to short. Throws across the diamond. One away. Big time out, leading off the home 7. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
First pitch, and he just misses.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Chop to the right side, and that's just foul. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's outside. Liner caught it second.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Next for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a curve misses outside. Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's a ball.
3-2.
Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher. Now the third baseman. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Step off throw to first, and he's back in easily. Fought off foul. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. One hit, one left. We look ahead to inning number 8, and we still have no score. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Nick Mears.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 25, Nick Mears.
And the batter now, Brendan Rodgers.
The second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Trevor McGill, the closer, is getting loose. That's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
0-2 now. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon, 1 for 2. Ball one there. And that's outside, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 down, nobody on. The other way. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and it gets by him. Around second is Pena.
The batter, the left fielder,
Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. 1 for 3. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
And that one a little bit high. Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's down and in.
Okay.
Christian Walker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. He fouls it off. Will do it again. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Substitution being made at first. Astros going with a pinch runner, Chas McCormick. Big spot late in this one, and here's Christian Walker. 0 for 3 in this one. Slider for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
The 0-1. And fouled off. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that's the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Bennett Sousa. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. And that's a little bit high. Swing and a foul out of play. That's hard hit on the line. And it's caught for the out.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Next for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Known for his late-inning heroics.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 11, Jackson.
Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. The Astros have some action in their pen. Ronel Blanco, the young right-hander, up and throwing. And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. That's worth the price of admission. His 7th home run of the season. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the DH, Isaac Collins. In the air, right field, DeZenzo. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Milwaukee strikes first on this solo jack. Last chance coming up here for the Astros. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Trevor McGill. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Now, Yainer Diaz.
The designated hitter, Yainer Diaz.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strikes him out with 100.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And now here is Victor Caratini. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. And a couple of quick outs.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're down to their final out. Zach DeZenzo up next for the Astros. Upstairs.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Up and in, and a count now 2-0.
No strike.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.